Hi guys, my name's Harj from Wealden Rehab. Thanks for joining us today. Today I'm going to be going through the Raz ART Shower and Commode Chair today. And I'll be going through three things about it. I'll be going through the construction of the chair, I'll be going through the functionality of the chair, and then at the end we'll be going through the accessories that you can get with the chair as well. Okay? So to start off with, the Raz ART chair. ART stands for Attendant Rotational Tilt, and this chair can tilt up to 40 degrees. You'll see on the chair here that there are, the number of degrees are labelled on the side of the chair. So at the minute it's on 0, but as I tilt I can go to 10, 20, 30 or all the way to 40 degrees of tilt. So it's got quite a large range of tilt in space. Regarding the frame itself, it's an anodized frame and it has a powder coating as well. I know a lot of shower chairs out there have a lot of powder coating, and when that powder coating gets scratched, it's only a matter of time before you start seeing the rust coming through. But the chair is anodized, which means it's a rust-free frame. So regardless of whether the powder coating gets scratched through wear and tear, the frame is still protected. Okay. And also as well, this frame can hold up to 25 stone. So you can carry a lot of weight through the frame. Going through the actual functionality of the chairs, I'll start from the top down. So starting at the headrest, this is a standard headrest that you get with the Raz shower chairs. All of the Raz shower chairs are on a ball and socket joint here. So you can change the different angles depending on somebody's head position. Okay. You can change as well the position of the headrest. So if somebody's quite lordotic and their head goes back quite a bit, you can bring it back. Or if they're quite kyphotic with a hunched posture position, we can bring it forward as well. And if somebody is quite heavily kyphotic, we can add extra links to meet them as well. So don't feel like your patient has to come back to meet the chair. We can add links onto the headrest to make the chair meet them. Okay, and then as well you can adjust the height of the headrest, or you can remove it totally. What you will notice on the chair as I'm talking through it is that there are coloured green and blue parts of the chair. So this just means that these sections of the chair are something that you can adjust on the chair. So like I just adjusted the headrest position there, or the blue tilt levers to be something that you can move. Again, as you see these sort of bright coloured parts throughout the chair, it means something that you can adjust on the chair. Moving on down to the backrest, we have a vinyl material backrest. These come standard on all of our chairs. And as you would have seen as I turned the chair around before, it has a tension adjustable backrest. So what you can do with this backrest is that if somebody again is quite kyphotic and their back is really pressing through, you can loosen off those straps to allow them to immerse into the material a bit more and make it a bit more comfortable for them. The other way around, if somebody requires a bit more support, we can tighten those straps to provide them a bit more support in certain areas. Okay. What we can do as well with some people where the back tends to come through the backrest quite heavily, we can unclip one or two of the straps as well. I've done this with a few patients before and it has made it far more comfortable for them, and it's very easy to clip back together as well when you need to. Moving on down to the seat cushion. The seat cushion here, again the standard seat cushion is a moulded PU foam seat cushion, and all of our seat cushions on all of our chairs are removable. So you can see here, I'm going to come in close, so you can see by the contour of the shape of the seat cushion how it contours down into the aperture. So what this does, it helps provide stability for our pelvis, because everyone's pelvis is a bowl shape. So by having that contour shape, it just allows you to make sure your ischial tuberosities, the ITs, are sitting in the aperture where they're supposed to be, and just provides that extra stability. and also just provides extra comfort as well. This seat cushion is an open front, so you've got an access point at the front there. You can have it with a bridge front as well if you wished not to have that gap at the front. Okay. Again, a bit more green at the bottom of the seat cushion. So these clips here are what attach to the frame of the chair here, along here. And these green parts here are where you slide in your Commode pan. Okay. Now, what you would have noticed as I flip those up is that there are some screws in each corner. So there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. If we were to loosen those screws, we would then be able to provide a little bit of adjustment forwards and backwards by about 2 inches, laterally, left to right, by about 2 inches, as well as 4.5 degrees of rotation as well. So what that is useful for is if somebody has a fixed wind sweep, where they, for example, go off to the left-hand side and they're not able to come back towards midline, then rotating the seat cushion to accommodate for their position can make it more comfortable for them as well. All right. As you can see, it's very easy to remove the seat cushion and put it back on. And if somebody's condition changes along the way, then it's very easy to change the chair and adjust the chair to their needs and requirements, because it's so modular. Moving to the armrests. The armrest here, again, has a PU foam padding on the armrest, and they are flip-up armrests as well. And you can see here that there are several holes on the side, so we can adjust the height of them as well. We do have 2 other options. We have a wider option, which is about the width of my hand going all the way along. And we also have a gutted arm trough as well that we can provide. So for people whose arms tend to slip off and they need a bit more stability in keeping that arm in a good position, the gutted arm trough is a good option to have as well. Okay. Moving on down to the foot plates. So I'm going to remove one. So as you saw me just do just then, it's very easy to take on and off. There are little notches here, and there are little slots on the side of the footrest socket, so that when that slots into that little notch there, then it's nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. Okay. So with the foot plates, the bottom of the foot plates is a good feature, because they have reinforced spines. So I'm able to put the whole safe working load through this foot plate alone. Again, a little green component here, it's a little clip. So what we can do is take that pin out, and then you have adjustability. Just like you're adjusting somebody's crutch, for example, or walking stick. And then we just pop that pin back in, and they do flip off as well. So nice and easy, nice and simple to use. Okay. Moving on to accessories of the chair. So as you can see here, there are some lateral supports. So again, there are some people who might have scoliosis, or simply just from weakness are not able to keep their trunk in a nice upright position and keep them in midline. So that's where these lateral supports come in. So these lateral supports, we can adjust them going in or have further out. Or if you need to remove them out of the way, we can take them out of the way like so. So you've got access to cleaning that area, and then you pop it back into place, and then you can move over to the other side and do the same thing. So they are very simple and easy to use. All you do from here, again, you see a little arrow here, up and down arrow. So from the back of the bracket, you just lift up, and it'll be easy to swing in and out of the way. And you put it back in to put it back in place. Okay. Regarding the headrest, so this is our standard headrest that we provide, but we also do have a flexible headrest. I'm going to come in close here. So for some people who require a bit more lateral support on the side of their head, we have a flexible headrest here, so we can curve it in and out. And as you can see, there are knuckles here. So we can change whether we open one side or curve one side in, or do the opposite. Okay, or what we can do as well is take some of the links and move it over to the other side. So for example, if you know somebody only ever leans over to their left-hand side, then we could provide all the support on the left-hand side. and do that for whoever we're providing the chair for. Okay. Now we also do some padding as well. So as you can see over the brackets here, we've got some padding there. Then these, for example, is padding that goes over these lateral supports. So this is a neoprene material, so think of it like your wetsuit material. And also we can provide a lining of gel within the material to provide that extra support and padding. So if you know somebody who is quite prone to getting pressure sores or marking of the skin, then this is probably the option to go for as well. And again, pretty much anywhere on the chair that has a little bit of exposed metal, we can pad that out, even if it's a customization that we do. Okay. Another accessory that we do are our hip guides. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on the chair. So on the side here, there's a little green clamp, and then the stem goes into there, and then we tighten that screw to keep it in place. And we do the same thing on this side. And there we are. So you can have them at the front of the seat cushion to provide support on somebody's thighs. So if you know somebody tends to frog out and their knees tend to point out to the side, having their legs in line can also help with them going to the toilet. But if we move the stem a little bit further back, we can also provide support at the pelvis as well. So if you know somebody tends to slide to the left or the right, and they have a lot of movement and they tend to move out of a good position, then these hip guides here can help keep them in a good position and keep, like I mentioned before, their ischial tuberosities down the aperture where they need to be. Okay, so those are the hip guides. Pop those to the side. And as you can see as well, they're very simple and easy to put into place or remove out of the way. We also have a calf strap as well. So this one here is a clip-on calf strap. So it just clips onto the bar, like so. If I lift those out and bring those forward so you can see those nice and clearly. Okay, so very simple and easy to use. And then there is another calf strap that we have that comes around the bar and velcros onto the back of itself, and that one will allow you to adjust the tension. So if you know somebody tends to push their heels quite far back, quite strongly, and their feet tend to fall off of the foot plate, then having that calf strap can help keep their feet in a good position as well. Not only this, if somebody's tilted in space, okay, again, the calf strap will come into play and keep their feet on the foot plate and stop them from sliding down. Okay. Cool, yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is the seat cushion. So this one here is a pediatric seat cushion. So you can see that the size of the hole, size of the aperture is different, because obviously children's pelvis sizes are smaller. But also this material here is a visco foam. So this seat cushion is essentially the same as a moulded seat cushion, but it has a layer of visco foam on top. So again, those people who tend to have any pressure sores or skin breakdown issues, then this is the high pressure relieving seat cushion is the one to go for those who have those skin concerns. All right. Okay. Now, one final thing I wanted to talk about regarding the Raz ART is compatibility with wash-dry toilets. So the way this chair is designed, it doesn't have any gas struts on the inside of the frame, so which allows the inside of the frame to be a little bit wider. Now we have a Closomat toilet here, so I want to demonstrate how by not Because the Closomat is quite a wide toilet, I want to show how it is able to be positioned over the Closomat there. Okay. The reason I wanted to show that over the Closomat, like I said, because out of the wash-dry toilet, the Closomat tends to be the widest one, but it is also compatible with the Geberit toilet as well. Okay. So that's essentially it. That's all I wanted to go through with the Raz ART with you guys today. If you have any questions regarding the Raz that I may not have covered just then, feel free to leave your questions in the comments area, and one of us will get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, take care, bye bye.